Sometimes you got to change the narrative from what it is to what you want it to be. But first, what's up, beautiful people? It's your favorite cousin, Rich, and I greatly do appreciate y'all for watching. Now, sometimes you got to change the narrative from what it is to what you want it to be. Meaning, I'm put it like this, simplest terms. I was a camera shy person. I didn't like being in front of the camera. I don't want nothing to do with no social media, put my face up there, talking to people on no camera, nothing like that, right? Boom. That was the truth. That was what I was telling myself. That's how I was felt, right? But the actual case was, I need to change the narrative. Did I want to be camera shy? No. Did I want to be in front of the camera? Yes. Did I want to be comfortable in front of the camera and be able to talk my truth and speak my truth to the people and hope it could help somebody? Yes. So I had to change the narrative. I had to stop telling myself, you don't like being in front of the camera, to you getting comfortable being in front of the camera. You like being in front of the camera. You love every opportunity you have to be able to reach the people through this camera. See, I had to change the narrative. And once you start changing the narrative, you start living in that truth even more and more and more and more. Just as if you was living in that truth that you were telling yourself before. As in my case, I don't like being in front of the camera. You see, I'm going to break it down another way. Two people, Lizzo and Monique, who built their careers off of being bigger women. That's what we know them for. Of course, you know, their artistry and all that. But outside of that, how they promoted themselves was being bigger women. That was the truth that they were telling themselves. This is who they are. This is how they've always been. This is how they always will be. They love it. Woo woo, right? Not saying it's the truth. I'm not saying that. But this is what they promoted. Then what happens? They lose weight. Something happened. They changed the narrative in their head. They changed. Boom. And now they live in a different truth. So they may still encourage people, you know, for positivity, body positivity and all that. But something happens when you change that narrative inside of your head and you start living a different truth. Now what happened? Lizzo lost all that weight. What happened? Monique been losing weight. Now they have a different narrative that they're living by. They went from saying, oh, I like how I'm living now, to I want to be more healthy. I want to be more active. I want to take care of my body so I can live longer. Now they're living a new narrative. Now they're having a new life, a new outlook on life. And the same thing with you. You got to change the narrative. You got to see what you're doing right now. Is it what you really like doing? Is it who you really like being? Is it really getting you where you want to be, where you want to go? And if it's not, change that narrative to what you want it to be. If you're a shy person and you want to be more outgoing, stop telling yourself, I'm going to always be shy. I like being shy. To start telling yourself, I want to be more outgoing. I'm an outgoing person. I like being able to speak to people. I like being able to communicate with people. I like being able to network with people. I like being outside. Start telling yourself these narratives. Start telling yourself these things, and guess what? It will start changing around and around and around. Last example, and I'm out of here. Just like rappers. What's their narrative? I'm this gangster, I'm this thug, I'm this, I'm this, that, right? So they start calling themselves that. They start living in that, and guess what? Their whole life becomes that. Their whole environment becomes that. Sometimes to their detriment. But you clearly see it right in front of your face. That when you change your narrative to whatever you want it to be, and you start living in that, everything else will follow, whether good or bad. Remember, it's all up to you and what you tell yourself. Anyways, this is your favorite cousin Rich, and I greatly do appreciate y'all for watching. Remember, I am a spiritual life coach, so if you need any advice, you need any spiritual life coaching sessions, you need some questions answered, anything of that sort, you find my contact information in the description down below. Again, I greatly do appreciate y'all for watching. Y'all be safe. Love and blessings. Look at that blue sky. Blue, blue.